is this?
I don't know.
So
This is a law they just passed. I didn't really hear much about this while it was going on, but
I heard. Okay, so somebody was posting TikTok videos of people of color saying,
nice,
like pointing out the Republican senators that voted against this anti-lynching bill. And so I was like, oh, there's an anti-lynching bill? Why is that there? Isn't that already illegal? Like, I was
okay.
like, I thought lynching was frowned upon legally.
This to me just seems like...
And socially.
Another just like obvious attempt at doing, like making a an overall meaningless gesture. That's what it seems like to me. I guess
to minority,
I mean,
so like minority communities.
Yeah,
like, oh,
hey,
look what we did.
Look what we did
like,
for
what
you.
Did you do? Yeah,
like really, that shows how little you understand about minority communities. If you think the biggest threat to them
lynching.
is white people coming in,
and lynching them, it's like that's not. Yeah.
I mean,
this is not what they're staying up at night thinking about.
Yeah.
I'm sure maybe some of them are because of the fucking weird media narratives that are spun all of the, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, but there's weird shit out there, and there's
but yeah, like. But so that was saying, and so I went and Googled it. I was like, oh, let me see this anti-lynching bill, and it passed unanimously.
Yeah,
everyone in the Senate and the fucking House.
So people, you're saying the TikTokers were making up
they were just
that
bullshit.
people had
I was
voted
like,
against it.
I was like, nobody fucking voted against this.
Well, the important thing is,
and which good, of course.
The
who wouldn't support an anti-lynching fucking bill? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense. The only thing that I could see is if it, like every other bill, had another 50 fucking things or 500 things attached to it that people were like, no,
I'm
not
sure
this.
For some reason, Ron Paul would have voted against it and would have had like a really good reason.
Yeah, it probably explained why.
But
you don't see what's buried in the bottom of it, and we can't do this to our country. And
so,
that's my
I guess what it... I guess it builds on this. This says it builds on the severity of the federal hate crimes laws, so I guess it's stiffer punishments or whatever. But it's like I looked up the definition of lynching, and it does include execute. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have to kill them. Lynching is a murder every time. Yeah. So because the only way I saw this having any sort of actual relevance or effect in society would be like if lynching had a broader definition or something. Yeah. But if in fact to lynch is to murder. Yeah. Well, then
it's already illegal as it can be.
I mean, and most of the time you get pretty stiff punishments. I know there's the things of like, oh, a guy got out after 15 years or whatever. And but like, for the most part,
it's an odd piece of legislation to me.
It just seems like so.
And I'm not arguing that lynching shouldn't be a serious fucking crime. That's not obviously. But what I'm saying is, it's just. I mean, I guess legally maybe there was something on paper.
You know what it is? It's odd timing.
Yeah, it's odd timing.
That the government, when it was a problem,
didn't
do shit, and now the saviors, when like that's gotta be one of the most unlikely possible ways to die in the fucking world at this point. Well, in this country, is now they're like, here's what we're gonna do. Boy, do we have a solution for you.
We got it.
Step right over here. Let me tell you, boy. Are you?
We're gonna increase the penalty from life to 2 life sentences. It's like, but okay, I guess.
Don't worry, man. If it's a lynching,
this will stop them. Yeah. And also, the other thing is, if anyone is as fucking heinous of a person to actually contemplate and then follow through on a lynching, they don't give a fuck that they're going to be arrested.
I feel like that has to have been given harsh punishments for a long time.
I would think so. Yeah, maybe.
I've never really researched this, but
maybe it's this. Maybe there were certain states that didn't have it written into their laws.
Yeah, okay.
And so they had to make it federal. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's like, Kentucky and fucking Tennessee, whatever southern states.
Yeah.
Never had this as actual legislation.
Again,
that could be.
I'm not naive enough to think that there aren't still pockets of the country that have that old school racism stuff going on.
That's not even a question. Yeah, that's real.
But it has been reduced to a tiny fraction of what it once was, at least. I think that's my point. And why now?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
like why now?
It's just to me, it's sort of just see-through.
On the brink of nuclear war, sir. Exactly. Is this the most pressing issue?
We'll get to that.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing too.
But also good. I mean, good that it's on the books. Of course, it just seems
fine.
odd, but it should have.
Really,
if
you can't really criticize this without seeming like an asshole,
like
somewhat,
a fucking complete asshole. But yeah,
but, I mean, I don't care.
I'm not criticizing the. It just seems very.
They've been trying to do it for. I think it's been tried before, and for some reason,
maybe that's what those guys were saying then. Maybe this has been tried before,
okay.
and there were senators that voted against
Yeah.
it before. But again, the way that legislation is passed, maybe there were a bunch of other fucking things added to it, thinking nobody can vote against this because it's an anti-lynching bill, and so we're going to slide these things in that we also want.
Sure.
We see this. This is where all
the Patriot
legislation
Act,
gets fucking everything
like
gets
either
hung up
the
because
Health
of
Care
it.
Act, blah blah blah.
Yes,
all
exactly.
Of it.
So maybe that's it's just. But to act like it's some giant victory for black people or something, it's like I got it. I suppose.
They're acting as though
way.
they're some kind of saviors.
That's what I
mean.
That's what. Yes,
we've
exactly.
we
did it.
We're not like the old government.
Yeah,
that like all of our dads was in, and we all grew up around.
Yeah,
and it's like Biden's been around since like the 70s. Like, oh, that was a long time ago.
We didn't care about it then.
So
personally,
I don't like what Representative Bobby Rush, who is apparently a Democrat from Illinois,
what did he say?
He said,
what did he have to say?
Lynching is a clear example of one's inhumanity toward another. It is a uniquely American act of terrorism that is motivated by hatred, and before today was never punished by our legal system.
What?
So much wrong there. First of all, it's not never been punished. That's fucking insane to say. And also,
at one point,
how is it uniquely American? Why are you pretending that the entire world isn't fucking thrashing each other and ripping each other apart?
Yeah,
all over. I mean, what do you think has happened?
We're one of the safest societies on the planet,
and
we're 100%.
Like we've done an amazing job with 100 different cultures, learning to live side by side for the most part.
And what we've been able to do with
it's
not we've pretty much tried ruining it.
Yeah, we tried to tear it down. I was burning flags all through high school.
It's not like, but it is pretty miraculous the way that this society has just been able to happen.
For the most part,
it's
dude,
insane.
You can drive around this country all the time, forever, and you'll see some interesting and some weird and probably some fucked up shit. But like most places, people are just living peacefully for the most part, side by side. And there's all kinds of them. And it's like this thing of like this is the land of racial animosity is just fucking insane. It really is, But anyways, but this guy thinks it's uniquely American.
Well, I think the name is.
To kill,
the act isn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The name, the moniker
he's trying to say is, we
it.
came up with this word.
It's like, no, that's been done. It was and worse.
What he's really saying, if you break that down, it's uniquely American to attack someone because they're of a different race.
Yeah, that's at
all of human history in every corner of the world. It's
now,
and
also present day in like half of the world is fucking violent.
Oh my God, the amount of countries that there's just racial clashes. Like I was just looking at this shit about because I was thinking about situations in the world that we don't even hear about and nobody gives a fuck about that, but everybody pretends to care about Ukraine and everybody stands with Ukraine and everybody's real fucking sanctimonious about it and shit.
Yes.
And it's
insane. But
I was just looking at this stuff from Ethiopia where, it's sort of a similar situation in that it is a former empire. Ethiopia up until the 70s actually had like an emperor and was conquering smaller, places. And now some of those have, retained their cultural identity and want to be independent. So it's, similar
to the Russian
Empire,
Empire,
and the Ethiopian government is fighting and everybody's accusing both sides of killing civilians and everything and blah, blah, same routine. Has anyone heard of it?
No. Well, we don't have any ties. We don't have any.
Well, no, but of course, there's stuff about we've sent weapons to this one, and I think we've supported the Ethiopian government in this, and it's like a cultural. My point is right now there's like a cultural and race-based slaughter happening.
Yeah,
and
also
so
the Middle East.
Sure, and
Yeah, like
but if they're all over the place, whatever, and to act like that's uniquely American is just insanely. That gives you an idea of the way how superior they actually feel to the rest of the world too.
Yeah,
is like they don't even think
Amerocentric kind of outlook on everything.
It's fucking just nuts, man. Whatever. Okay, so
but
that
it's
guy's
fucking insane.
This is the type of shit you see a quote from somebody like this, and he gave this to this written article on Vox. Is that how you say that?
Of course he did.
Or I don't know.
Vox is pretty much just like
VOX.
a Democratic.
Okay, so he had
party,
time to think that through. You know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's true. Like, yeah, this will go over, but it does. I guarantee that half of the country looked at that and were like, oh, finally somebody said it. You know what I mean? Because there are people here
because it's just a word salad that feels
are
nice.
convinced that for some reason America is uniquely and disproportionately racist
that it's
towards
just
people.
the land of fucking
racism, and it's not.
It's not.
And until about
it's
5
actually,
fucking years ago,
in some ways, it's an amazing achievement in harmony.
Yes,
like,
it really is.
Yeah.
And is there fucking
there's a lot
work?
of fucked up. Whatever.
There's tons of shit that needs to be fucking
whatever
addressed. But to think that we're doing, it's just so odd, man. I don't understand it.
You ever go around? Sometimes I think about this. In like an average day in the suburbs. Mm-hmm. I might hear 4 or 5 languages spoken.
Oh yeah,
meet people of like 12 different cultural ethnicities and shit like that, and it's like, it's just
they're not attacking.
That's
each other.
The suburbs, you know what I mean? And it's like everybody's fine, It's whatever. You guys get the point.
Yeah. Anyways,
okay. Here's
no
something.
to lynching. Yes to.
You want us to? Can we? This actually looks pretty good.
Okay.
Look this up on YouTube if you can.
What do you got?
Bobby. Actually, just search Bobby Rush on YouTube, and there's a video. It says Congressman Bobby Rush reprimanded for hoodie worn during Trayvon Martin's speech.
Oh, jeez.
Let's just see his Trayvon Martin speech. Should we do that? Because
we
that
can.
Quote was particularly idiotic. I kind of want to see what this guy sounds like.
Well, I'm going to imagine.
Yeah.
How long is this thing?
In the meantime, I'm going to see what the super spreaders are up to here.
Bobby Rush. Okay, I got you. Oh, he's a African American gentleman himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of want to see what this guy sounds like.
Oops.
That was from a minute ago. Sorry. I'm not supposed to. All right, there we go.
All right, I have this.
I'm trying to see the comments, dude. Running the page as an administrator is like they make it so fucking
stupid.
weird.
It's so stupid.
Let's see. We got nobody's really saying much. Somebody just said Tom. Okay. Great comment. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right. So here's
insightful.
Bobby Rush apparently.
All right. Let's take a look at this.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Again, the pageantry and sanctimonious fucking pompous garbage of this entire
tragedy.
Ritual. Like
too often, this violent act that resulted in the murder of Trayvon Martin.
Now he talks like that.
Is repeated in the streets of our nation.
All right, hold on. He talks like that, and when given time to prepare a comment, he says something utterly nonsensical. Now, I could believe somebody was smart and had a problem speaking. I could believe that
he's extremely
a well-spoken dumb guy could go far.
Yeah.
But this combination makes no sense to me. Let's try. Let's see what he's talking about.
The young people all across the land who are making a statement about hoodies, about the real hoodlums
again
in this nation.
This fucking out of touch attempt to identify with youth culture and make the whole thing about hoodies.
I mean, I remember this discussion though.
It was that was one of the symbols of that whole
it was like
thing.
It had become a symbol of like.
But he had
a hoodie on. It's like
about hoodies,
which I didn't understand at the time, anyways. Because everyone I knew.
You mean what
wore
every single person in the country has been wearing for 30 years,
forever.
Everywhere?
Yeah.
What do you mean? There's Carhartt hoodies. There's fucking everybody wore hoodies.
Yeah. White supremacists wear hoodies.
They were the original. That was,
yeah.
Particularly those who spread on our laws wearing official or quasi-official.
I mean,
all right, just take your jacket off. You've been thinking about it the whole time.
Getting reelected. Like, nobody must be paying attention to these elections at all.
Just because someone wears a hoodie does not make them a hoodlum.
So this is, how long ago was that, too? That was years ago. So he's older and crazier now, I'm sure. You know?
But also, I never understood that. Here, let's go back to here. I never understood that at the time. It's like, there was other factors going on. Now, whether or not you think that Trayvon should have or shouldn't have been, I didn't agree that he should have. I thought
we can't just rehash the whole.
I know, but my point was going to be is that it wasn't because he was wearing a hoodie. Like, that was a legal thing that had come up in the fucking court case and shit.
Right.
And everyone just got hung up on that little
I think it was
fact.
for some reason it was in the description that he had given the 911 caller, originally, and it's like, well, that's just a part of a description of what somebody's wearing and looks like, and it doesn't really have any pertinence. But of course, this fucking infantile country latches onto the most bizarre parts of things and fucking turns them into symbols of either freedom or oppression, and that's pretty much
it's brutal.
Yeah, and so here can we?
And also, it just makes nothing real go forward. That's my fucking issue with all of that. It's like it doesn't leave room for actual progress because you're not talking about real
and for a reality that's supposedly not just a computer program. People certainly act very computer programmy,
Yeah.
Can we watch him talk just for another minute real quick? I mean, that was ridiculous, right? Am I the only one? Like how is this? These are our
Yes, these are our leaders.
The Bible teaches us, Mr. Speaker, in the book of Micah 6:6-8,
the member will suspend.
These words.
The member will.
These words. He has shown you, O man.
The member will suspend. The chair must remind members that clause 5
the Lord
of Rule
require
17.
But to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God.
What do you think?
And in the New Testament,
what is happening?
Quoting
right
the
now?
Bible is doing for you at this moment. Yeah, like
teaches us these words.
I like this guy though. Just nobody.
And
cares.
what's the point of the gavel? Yeah, when you finally need it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It does nothing.
Also,
it's
pound that motherfucker.
Like, how often does this happen? And right in the moment when it's finally going to like live its actual fucking intended purpose,
this guy's just up there like, come on.
Yeah,
the member will click. The member will click.
Should just yelled, "He's got a gun."
Jesus Christ. Oh, all right. I can't watch this.
I mean, but that's crazy, right?
Yeah,
that guy is.
Well, all of them. If you watch any of these fucking people, left, right, center. Nah, center's usually a little better, but
yeah,
there's no